Greetings and salutations, my people. Welcome back to another episode of the Shit Talk Show. I know the music was only just getting good, but, you know, we're going to just go ahead and break in there. Also, hope we don't get copyright infringement for that one. Welcome back to another week, episode 11 of the Shit Talk Show, where we have the balls to say the things that you are thinking, but you're not going to say out loud or on the time.
I think your microphone went down for a little second, Vic, so I can't really hear you anymore. I think your microphone went down for a little second, Vic, so I can't really hear you.
Okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? What's up? How's it going? You doing good? Because I'm doing good now that my microphone's working. Dimo, is my microphone working? Are we okay?
Your microphone is working now.
Well,
It's all about that little toothpick stick you put in your mouth. That's what it make it actually work. It's like the vibration of the voice. It going inside the microphone much better.
Fuck, dude. It worked the whole time we were chatting, and then the second I go live, it stops working for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I just bumped it. It seems kind of fickle. But look, you see how it has a red glow on? That's how I know it's working. If that ever goes off, then we're screwed. That's how we do it. Anyways, now that we're back, how you doing, Demo? Sorry about that. How you doing?
Everything is good here in this part of the world, where also I think the AVAX summit is happening in these days, or in this week, or in this month, or well, whenever it's happening. And if you're around, just get there and we might meet, maybe. Gaming wise, well, you know, I'm still struggling with the blueprints, still stuck there, still trying to gain that bloody room 46. Unlock it through different permanent perks, different rooms, try to struggle here, struggle there, changing my game style. I have a block notes full of little notes. My phone have more picture than of blueprints, images than my dog probably, and of all my life. Probably 90% is blueprints notes at the moment on my phone.
Dang.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Did you start playing it yet?
That's negative on playing blueprints for the moment. I will live vicariously through you and Pete Six, who are kind enough to share the adventures with me, so that I don't have to be as frustrated or annoyed at what's going on as you guys.
Definitely not annoyed. It's more addictive. I'll keep going and play as soon as I have a bit of time and try to get my progress improving time by time, room by room, step by step.
All right.
Well, and hopefully I will sort it for next week. Cross fingers. So I can try some new games. What are you playing at the moment?
I downloaded Star Wars Survivor, Jedi Survivor. I haven't played it yet. It was on sale because I found this other indie game that's like a modern reskin of classic Doom that's called Project Warlock. It's
Okay.
fucking sweet. And yeah, also mildly addicting. I've been playing the shit out of that one. And then just kind of been watching. There's actually some Web3ness happening. So I was just touching on that.
Yeah. Talking about Doom, mentioning about Doom only 4 days ago, the new Doom, the Dark Age has been released,
This is true.
and you downloading something similar to Doom, but not Doom, the Dark Age. I
No,
saw some of the gameplay, and it's looked pretty good.
yeah,
Pretty
no.
good game.
I went down a small rabbit hole of watching knife makers and blacksmiths make a real Doom shield that has a chainsaw around it that spins.
Oh, okay.
It was actually kind of insane. But yeah, good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's one of the new features of the new Dooms. Basically, like you can use this massive shield to protect yourself, or you can launch it as Captain America and cutting heads of monsters and whatever is in front of you, like bouncing. And you can also YOLO like scene and like YOLO la, 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 try to get them out of the way. And like the game looked like much more action game than before. I don't know if you played the first couple of Dooms where it was like more like a maze and very slow. You have the monsters coming, you shoot with your shotgun. Now it's bloody everything happening. It looked like almost like a Devil May Cry version in first person, where every second you need to think what's your next move. And the evolution of Doom is pretty amazing in the few years, the 4 games, getting better and better. And they
Yeah.
try to match what people actually like differently from other games. And games that can't do that, they're gonna shut down.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Doom Eternal was the last one. Um,
Yep.
it's also a lot going on. You really need to be fucking on your toes every second of the game. Otherwise, you're gonna get your ass beat. Um, so yeah, it's good to hear that this one's just that on steroids.
Yep. But some of the reviews and some of the comments online, they're also saying the new one is not as hard than Doom Eternal. And some people actually complaining about that. They want it harder. They want to actually struggle.
There
So
are
they try to make it a bit easier, but they make it more playable for the large audience. But a lot of players say, oh, I actually enjoyed when it was very, very hard.
there's a lot of masochists drawn to the speed run community of Doom, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, it's a fucking sweet game. I mean, congrats to the team for working on it and releasing it in a good way, like in a good schedule, on a good clip. And yeah, it's got good reviews. If your only negative reviews are I want more pain and I want more challenge, okay. I'm pretty sure the devs can in subsequent patches ensure that there's a harder difficulty or an extra challenge mode for those people.
100%.
So
They could do like when you finish the game, they can unlock the Doom or Hell mod or whatever with some impossible monster to beat or maybe some new ones in the games. Since now everything is online and you can upgrade every single game. So we saw it happening also with Monster Hunter. Like you finish the main story, the main game, and after you have like patches and patches coming with new monsters and keep the players entertained, not just for the time of the games, but to prolong the time actually people playing your game.
also, this is pretty much just like a game developer's UGC wet dream that a fan 3D prints items from your game that fans go to the extra length of creating unique material. Um, verify my age. Get the fuck out of here, Doom. Are you kidding me right now? How dare you require me? I am from 1985. That's it. It's just it. Okay. I fucking hate age. Okay. So anyways, yeah, look, that's such a dream come true for developers and creators of video games, that you have a fan that so loves living in your world that they want to create stuff from it. Fuck yeah, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot, and that's what you want from your fans, is that they just want to they just want their passion and their creativity to take over. Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And definitely nowadays it's much easier than before to do this as well. You can use AI to create some of the back images, and after if you have a 3D printers combined together, you can start do bits by bits and like create little things, and it's quite cool.
Quite cool.
Definitely I want one of that shield.
So
I'll launch it for my neighbors or something.
yeah, that's how you can cut your plants, cut your lawn. Let's just throw that around.
Now when
So
when you have like the pigeon on top of your roof, like
there you go. There you go. So before we jump into kind of more negative news today, is there any light positive news that you would like to give us as an amuse bouche, Sir Dimo?
well, more positive news. Expedition 33 doing so well. Like last week we mentioned it about it. We done a little prediction how good the game would be, and actually it's happening. Like it's one of the new candidates for Game of the Year. People are getting crazy about the games, keep playing it. A lot of people saying it remind them all the games like Persona 5 or Mario RPG. I don't know if you ever played that one. It's a classic. Some of the older Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, etc. Like, man, they done a good job. I think after I finish Blue Prince, it's gonna be my next game to download. I really want to try it. My hands are shaking, ready for it.
Wow. Yeah. It's Expedition 33. Almost, it's like 100% good reviews. There's fucking 70,000 people playing that shit right now. You've got, as of 12 minutes ago, there's 70,000 people playing this game. It's 100% a Game of the Year contender, and it's a very well written game. We should see a good bit more coming from this world. Solid.
Together with I think the other games is contending at the moment is Split Fiction as well, that we talk about it like last month when it come out. Also like very good games, like for 2 players. You can play with your friends. You can play at home with 2 people. And we don't have many games that you do as a duo. We had like before, like Takeout, or like the prison break one, not the Orlando one where like 10 people come out from behind the toilets, but it was a game before that, and it Take-Two as well.
Both,
can play together with another player.
I think we might see a mild prediction here. We might see a small era of the couch co-op resurgence that like happened during COVID. Like a lot of those games that people thought would be fun to play with others, Split Fiction, It Takes Two, Don't Starve Together, a lot of cool fun games like that. I feel like those games always do well. And if you keep them indie, if you keep the team small and the budget small, you can do really cool shit with those games. So yeah, cool beans.
Yeah, Don't Stop was such a good game. Make me swear so many times when you almost have your camp raid and you have all these monster coming and destroy everything, and that's it. So at one point I was so annoyed about it. I found out this patch. It's called One Punch Man patch. I don't know if you saw the anime. One Punch Man is like that guy, like it's like one punch kill everything. So I patched my guy with a One Punch Man powers, and as soon as something was coming, I was punching and make this massive
nice
hole in the things, and I could make the best camp ever and survive days and days and days until I got bored because I was too strong.
Nice. Yeah, let's check out Don't Starve, because that game. What? Get out of here. Don't Starve together. Yeah. Always good reviews. Very fun games. Very fun games like that. Is there any other positive positive primer we can have, sir, before we jump into some depressing news?
We still have more. See, normally we just here talking about shit, but for once we're starting with the good things before passing to talking shit. So we get everyone in the audience ready, like, oh, they're a nice guy. They're really good. They don't talk about shit our project, and oh, we can relax. We can relax, but be careful. We can talk about. I don't know if you're on Steam now, but if you go on the wish list, I think Champions Tactic, the Reforge, is on the wish list from today. Game from Ubisoft, started as a crypto game.
Oh, right.
Last year. I think now should be just have released on the wish list. So it's difficult for crypto gaming to get released on Steam. I think it's one of the only few games that could get to the wish list. Most of the other games are only on Epic Games, or some of them on PlayStation, something called Off the Grid. But we can talk about that later on.
Yes, we'll touch on that later. I think I might be echoing on your end, Mr. Dimo. I don't know. No.
No, you're not echoing.
Okay.
At all.
Well, I apologize.
Who doesn't know, Champions Tactics is very similar. Can we say similar? Similar kind of games to Expedition 33. It's like you have your 3 heroes figurine, and your opponent have his 3 hero figurine, and all figurine have like different kind of perks and state, like water, wind, or whatever is the elements. And depending how you're attacking your opponent, you make more damage, less damage, more resistance, less resistance. And it's always like 1 versus 1 PvP game. I tried. Personally, I found it pretty boring. Like played a few games, and after I was like, okay. Especially the tutorial, bro. The tutorial when they released it was like so long.
Yeah.
I actually needed to take a toilet break for the tutorial. Like I need to stop it, go to toilet, come back, make a coffee, start again, go for a second toilet break, go back, have dinner.
Dang.
And the tutorial was still going. One of the longest tutorial I ever saw. Almost like a movie.
Well, and there's also Sparkball. Is going to show up on Steam sometime this week. So that's positive news. I'm gonna let you handle some of the next negative news for a minute, Mr. Dimo, because at the very least I keep echoing and reverbing back into my earbuds, and I'm gonna try and fix it just in case people in chat or audio are hearing it.
Okay, we can still talk about a few others good news before passing to the negative ones. L3E7, really good games. I've done the playtest a few times with the Tokyo map. Now they released the new map is in New York. Is only 1 week playtest. Is they're gonna they together with a mantle week, mantle month, or whatever you play, you get some rewards for playing it. They adjusted a lot of graphic, they changed the UI of some of the characters, making a little bit more cuter, some a little bit more less cuter, and I prefer the less cuter ones. Like the cuter one, they look always weak, and I prefer when they look like nice, strong, and with a killer eyes or something like that. Society as well, doing pretty well. Very good announcement. We said last episode as well about the new partnership with Adidas. They're gonna introduce the shoes in the game, so players can customize the characters with original Adidas shoes that they will be NFT. So technically, you can also trade it with some of other players or decide what you do. If you have multi accounts, just sharing between all your accounts and decide what to do. And next week as well, I think Lowland from Pudgy Penguins from YGG is releasing. It's like a kind of Monopoly games. You have like your board, you move your penguins around, and that's as much I know of the game. No, I've just check it out. I need to try it, and I want to really see what they doing with it. I see you're trying to put it on the screen now. There we go, Lowland from Punch Penguins, one of the biggest, cutest IPs in the crypto gaming space, Web3 gaming space. I don't know how we wanna call it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I saw this formula of games already happening different times with different games. Let's see what's if they're gonna have success or they're gonna have a slow decline to the Nono land instead of Lolo land.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm not sure where Pudgies will go from here, but they supposedly have 90K pre-registration accounts.
One thing we know about Web3 gaming and crypto gamings, a lot of these 90K people could be bot, like multi accounts, people already getting ready to maximize their intake in the game.
100%.
Because we saw like other games that apparently have huge player base, they have like million of players, and after just closing down because they don't have enough players.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen some people play the game, and I don't think it was super positive. Their take on things. So we'll see what they're up to.
Are you still echoing on your side?
Very much so.
Well, it doesn't matter. We like your echo.
We'll see. These games make me nauseous. Yeah. Fair Halfblood. I think. Especially if you know these games are going to fail, or they're Ponzi's and they're not going to make it at some point. It's like why are we getting excited about this?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not too much excited about that. I like the Pudgy Penguins as an IP. I like the little cutie penguins. I think they have potential to do something in one way. You going like in all the toy stores and you see penguins everywhere. Now they're not just the Pudgy Penguins one, but you see penguins from other company as well. Like they're really similar, and kids and girls really like it. So it's something like people like. It's something like attract people. It's something like you can be easily a collectible. So yeah, they're probably experimenting different kind of games. We saw also Pudgy Life from Play Amber come out like some months ago on Android and iOS. I didn't hear about that game anymore.
They'll keep trying.
I don't know if it's still in development or what was happening with it.
Yeah, it was just a experiment, a beta experiment.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also Halfblood. If I'm not echoing, please let me know if I am echoing. Anyways, okay. Negative Web3 news.
I'll pass the ball to you now. Let's see how you're gonna start with this.
No, I mean,
On what you're gonna shoot first.
there's just drama. There's just drama, and I'm not a fan of drama ultimately, but there's drama. So Nyan Heroes, which is a hero shooter that's been around in the space for a long time, announced their closure. They raised at least $10 million in the pursuit of building this game, led by a number of these people. You got Solana, Yield Games, you have a lot of capitalistic, crypto.com. You got a lot of cool shit going on here. Nyan Heroes didn't make it. They were one of the top wish-listed games on Epic. A lot of community activations, a lot of marketing stuff. They died. They're fucking gone, and that led people to kind of look at where we are in Web3 gaming, where we are at this point in this year, and how many games have died so far this year. Mr. Trevor was kind enough to post this. Okay, see, I knew there was an echo, Dimo. I knew there was an echo. Here, look, you got to take it over. I can't. It's all you, Dimo. It's all you, Dimo. You do you, Dimo.
All right. Taking over from you, we saw like different games like closing down. The most recent one was from last week, Blast Royale, Nyan Heroes, RKL, Rumble Conga League. Then it was like a basketball games with monkeys, and he was kind of saying they had partnership with massive names like Gatorade, I think, NBA, whatever. But slowly just faded, and now they sold to a Brazilian company, I think. Also, other games like Robokitten, Jungle. If we remember last summer, there were two of the biggest gaming coming over, like with the mint. Like I remember Jungle mint was one of the most expected. Everyone was talking about that. Everyone was like, we need to get a whitelist, this, that. And closing down not even 1 year from the mint. Robokitten, same, not even 1 year from the mint, or just about 1 year.
Right.
Rumble Kong had the NFTs for quite a few years, I think like 3, 4, 5 years. People were very believing in the games and slowly went down. Blast Royale also, they were around from 2022. They had like the first version. After they changed completely the gaming following the community advices, and again went down. Probably bad marketing, bad performance. But they had like a lot of Web2 like gamers that they were creating tournaments and stuff by themselves, and nothing, just went down. Blade of Gods, we don't know what's happened to them. They just shut down and moved to normal gaming. They didn't closure completely. They closed the Web3 aspect, but no Web2 aspect, I believe. And the more controversial one, you were talking earlier, MetalCore and Nyan Heroes. Are you still echoing? You want to take over?
Still echoing. Sorry.
You there?
Yeah. It's all you if you can hear me.
I can't hear you at all at the moment.
Oh, bro. Yeah, it's all you if you can hear me. You still can't hear me. It's all you. You.
Yeah, can't hear you. I'm gonna continue then. So Nyan Heroes was like a shooting games. You play like in team, or don't remember, it was 3 or 5. You had like your main characters was like a robocat, and after, if you get killed, a little cat from your head come out, and you could play a little bit with that.
Right.
But probably like the arrival of Marvel Rivals completely obliterated a game like that. Because obviously when you have like a big IP like Marvel Rival coming up with a very similar games with an IP like Marvel, like taking over like 1,000 and million of players, definitely that players they won't pivot for are very similar games, but with not such a strong IP.
Right.
And yeah, unfortunately, Nyan closed down. I tried the game, wasn't one of my favorite. I mean, that's much more of a personal opinion since I don't really play that kind of games. I like more like a bit of adventure, like horror games, a bit of action games. That wasn't one of my favorite. We saw like they raised in total, I think, 10 million,
10
maybe more,
million.
13 millions, I would say.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I think they didn't succeed. Another one then raised a lot, and we don't even know if they closed down or not. They just disappeared. It was MetalCore. They were okay games, I think. I think few people were talking very nice of the game, and suddenly they just stopped the development. Probably they realized the game wouldn't profit that much in the future. That's 20 millions raised there. That's almost the double of Nyan Heroes with big company behind it, like Animoca brand Merit Circle. Also, another games that he raised a lot and it didn't really perform was Shrapnel. I don't know if you remember about it. Another extraction games, shooting game. I was quite positive about it when it was out. Yeah, Godzilla games. Another one that's of the what were you showing me now? Shrapnel.
Sorry.
Yeah, 37.50 millions. Development stop. Now they resold to like a Chinese company, but we didn't heard anything about what's happening. If they're gonna completely change the game, if they're gonna make just normal Web2 games or Web3 games, we have no clue.
We'll see.
And last but not least, you showed it earlier from Godzilla Games, who's off the grid. Then it's not bad. It's still alive. You still can play different platform on computer, on PlayStation. I think on Xbox as well. But I think they not have a very big retention rate of players. Because I think recently they added some bots in the servers, so most of the games like you find more bots than players. So not sure how they will do in the next 6 months. The
Fair.
next 6 months, I wanna see again this video and see if Godzilla is still on or not.
Fair. We can
Fair.
see what's going on.
We can see what's going on.
Oh, dude,
Dude.
my thing wasn't echoing that whole time, and now it's echoing again. Okay. Oh, now we're okay. Whatever. We'll see. So I don't know if Dimo can hear me now. Look, I added a new microphone today for anyone watching. I added a new microphone today, and
We'll see.
it's a high quality microphone, and it doesn't seem to want to work 90% of the time.
Look, I added.
I don't know. I think we're.
We'll see.
Anyways, this is what you get with live shows and technical difficulties. But the negative feeling in Web3
this is what you get with
is,
live shows.
oh, dude, I can't. The show must go on, but I can't. I can't, in good conscience, keep doing that if I'm echoing all over the place. Okay, I think I'm not echoing. I think I'm less echoey now. I trust you,
I'll let you
Halfblood.
pass you through with the next
Okay.
news.
All right.
What's your new negative aspect, or what do you want to talk shit now?
So, picking up where I was before, and hopefully y'all can hear me. A lot of games have shut down so far this year. We're going to see a lot more games shut down this year. So Nyan Heroes announced that they're dying. Thank you, Halfblood. I think it's still, there's still a little bit in the background, but I got to figure out, I don't know if it's my echo or another source. Anyways, there's this game. All these games shutting down can't sustain cash flow, just to mention one of many problems. Yes. So runway is a big issue, and cash burn is a big issue. Looking at Shrapnel real quick, Shrapnel raised 37 million. I believe reports are actually a little bit more than that, and they did nothing with that. But they burned all of that on what? On creator marketing agencies, on in real life, like Shrap House, the Shrap House at GDC a couple years ago. How many was that? $1 million? How much money did they waste on that? Like burning and yeah, being unable to sustain cash. Like it's not even cash flow. Like they got 37 million and they just couldn't keep that runway. That's dumb. Anyways, I don't know if trolling or taking shots at games that are shutting down right now is really the best thing, because look, they tried, they swung for the fences, they did their best, and okay, they didn't make it. But BR1 Infinite, which is a battle royale that nobody fucking gives a shit about, decided to try and poke fun at all the other games that are shutting down right now and posted a message that was kind of trolling. And so I kind of just wanted to make my prediction that BR1 Infinite is going to shut down very soon. This post is not going to age well, and they are probably going to regret this probably within the year. Probably within the next 6 to 7 months. I would not be surprised if BR1 Infinite shuts down, because who the fuck cares about that game? There's a lot of drama happening, like, and yeah, this is only the most high profile games that have announced shutting down. There's plenty of games that are right now in the process of rugging. There are plenty of games that are right now in the process of, how do we pretend like we're still working for a month or two more so that way people don't hate us. It's going to go down. And right now, the most drama is kind of around MapleStory. MapleStory, which is not big in the West, which is where I am. Don't really give a shit about MapleStory in any way, shape, or form. But they've raised at least $100 million. And they're a very beloved IP in gaming. And they don't seem to be doing as well as people were hoping they would be doing in Web3. We'll have to see how they survive, if they survive, because a lot of the sentiments of Web3 are riding on MapleStory right now. But my predictions, I might be jumping the gun a little bit and jumping into predictions, but my prediction is that BR1 Infinite, not going to last very long. Not going to last very long. Nyan Heroes, also, the CEO mentioned that Nyan Heroes is still in the process of perhaps being acquired, much like the Mystery Society. The Mystery Society, when they shut down, the CEO announced that other people were in the talks of buying their studio. Nyan Heroes may sell. They raised, at least $10 million. We'll see if maybe they can recoup some of that by selling their IP or going somewhere else. And then Web2 negative news real quick is Apple sucks ass. Apple is still continuously being a dick when it comes to Epic and Fortnite, and just not being, they're not allowing free market. Like okay, so a little while ago a judge found that Apple has for decades been doing very predatory business practices on their iOS app store, and they were commanded essentially to stop doing that, and Apple is still doing it, it would seem, because they realize that once they do that, it opens up just a fucking floodgate for what's coming with crypto payments and different kind of payment rails, and they're going to lose that fat percentage that they were getting from every single game on their I don't know if my microphone is going to continue working, so I'm going to take this chance to say thank you, Halfblood, for jumping in the chat and saying things. I know at the end of last week, at the end of last show, there were at least 3 people that sent me DMs that were like, yo, dude, great show, or hey, man, I really appreciate it, or yo, I wanted to jump in and say this. Bros, there's chat. Just say it in chat. I know you people are probably watching. There's chat. You don't have to DM me. I mean, you can DM me if you want, but you can just say it in the chat. You don't have to DM me. So appreciate it. Appreciate you. If you DM me, I'm just going to be like, bro, say it. What are you doing? Just say it in the chat, and then we can talk live. It's like you're there with me. Anyways, okay. I'm going to pass it back to you, Dimo. And hope Hope we're good. If you hear me, Dimo. I don't know if you can hear me, Dimo. Can you hear me, Dimo?
Yeah, probably some of these people that DM'd you maybe didn't watch live. They watched it like after like the record, because you can find these videos always on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, subscribe, put your little alert. Then at least you get a notification about the videos on. With the notification from X actually sucks. So use YouTube one. They're much better. Trust me. Yeah, jumping on the App Store things. App Store always like made so much fuss. Every time there is a games and you wanna release a new update, people on Android always have the update first because the Google Play Store is quite quick. Like normally take like 1 days maximum, while App Store need to review them for like 2-3 weeks. I hardly believe they fucking review every single update and is going through. I don't know why they're taking so long, and sometimes they don't even accept it. You need to tweak around some few things to make your things to go out. And when you pay like thousands of dollars for a bloody phone, and you see your neighbor friends with a maybe $100 phone, they already got the update and it's playing his Fortnite while you're struggling, even doing something like what I'm doing here. Why you get the apples, guys? Get the Android.
I agree.
And that's sure my hate for I'm Android side, I'm not Apple side. But that's could start a very big debate on internet, and it will last more than 100 men versus one gorilla things.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
That's fair.
And I still think the gorilla gonna win, but depend. Going back on the BR1 things, I want to like added a little things like they are built on Solana as well. Like Solana gamings are not really doing very well, and I think most of Solana built on games are failed. And yeah, maybe they have a shot if they change chain. They might have like a little boost on it. Another Solana games that is coming out was Low Life Forms. Then it looked very good as a game, still in development, still not tried yet. But I think that game will have maybe more success than BR1. I'm not sure if you played or know the game. Low Life Form is up there. They launched a NFT collection some years ago. Still, they built a very good community, like a very meme community they love joking about and going around. And hopefully the game soon gonna have a little shot and been tried in the space. Who knows if people will like it or not. Another battle royale then was very hyped. I think it collected a lot of millions and is still very unknown in normal gaming spaces. Is My Pet Hooligans. They were so big, they were doing so much, and I don't know. I can't see them around anymore. I think that token, the carrot, had a good launch and after just declined quite a lot.
What's with the green?
What's with the green?
Is the green abstract?
Is the green abstract?
Are they doing abstract stuff?
I think it was for, I don't know. Maybe they're moving to abstract.
Yeah,
They're
that's
changing chain.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's weird.
Interesting.
Interesting.
What about predictions?
What about predictions?
Prediction: My Pet Hooligans going on abstract. I launched it there right now. My Pet Hooligan going on abstract after we saw this image and look like it would be much possible. I'm gonna and probably more games gonna swap chain in the next few months because I think everyone is looking for more funding, so they will move on other chain to get something out of it. I would say more games going on Sui, more games going on Abstract, more games going on Abax, more games going on. Which one we have around? It's good. Ronin maybe, but Ronin from when they become like more open to everyone, they very lowered down their quality of gaming. Like they had like very exclusive kind of
Mm-hmm.
games, like 4 or 5 of them, and from when they open up, they kind of went a little bit downside.
Yeah.
While Avax is have a lot of money they're investing in gaming, and we see what they're doing. Abstract is still tempting, like trying to get more big games, but we saw like one of the games you were showing Cryptomon in that image. I think they were moving to Abstract and they couldn't make it, so they shut as well. We see maybe a new chain gonna come up and take over everyone. Maybe Cardano gonna take off everything.
That
Maybe Tsunami gonna take out of everyone. Who knows?
definitely not Cardano.
Not Cardano.
But yeah, okay.
What's your predictions? BA1 closing in 6 months. We heard that.
So BR1 closing.
But we need something more for next week. What's happening next week?
I think Society's gonna do well. I think Maple Story is gonna slowly fall off and slowly die. I don't know. It might be a pretty chill week. I think a lot of people listen. Anytime I talk to Web3 gamers, what they're playing in their free time, it's not Web3 games. So it's cool that there's playtests happening. It's cool that Society has a playtest, that Maple Story has an enhanced thing going on. Sparkball launching is one that I'm actually excited about. Sparkball's a fun as fuck game. But they've taken a really long time to figure out like what the fuck they are. Like they're not Web3 really. They were gonna launch a Spark token and then they didn't, and then they were gonna launch an NFT collection and then they didn't, and then they still kind of have like an avatar NFT collection, but it's not really. I don't know. I really like the game and I like the team there. But I don't know. Most likely Sparkball is probably not gonna make it either. They just don't have the mind share. So I think most people are going to be playing Web2 games the next week or two. Doom launched. Expedition 33 is out there. There's a lot of cool sales happening. The beginning of June is usually, it used to be E3. May E3 rest in peace. June used to be like really good summer sales and summer releases and shit. So I think, Web3's in a big slump right now. Nobody really gives a shit. So my prediction is more people are just going to play Web2 games and play for fun. That's my prediction. That's all I got.
That's a really good prediction. Same. I think what's happening now is Web3 gaming, crypto gaming was like it's like in a bubble. It went up and it extended to the limit, and that's where we had all that like last summer. Everyone was very excited. Everything was coming out. Everything was happening. But now we saw like actual gamers in the space shrink it. I think it shrink up about 10%. Is not a problem of a gaming industry, because the gaming industry, like we saw, is been launching some big games and they're doing really well. Monster Hunters, Expedition 33, Blueprints, they're all making money at the moment. Like they're all like having million and million of players. Announcement of the Switch 2 that sold out straight away on the pre-sale or pre-orders. We saw like last end of the year, like Astrobot sold a lot of copies.
It's true.
So it's not a problem of the gaming industry. It's also a problem of what's happening with the Web3 industry. I think what's going to happen now is going to shrink and shrink, and they're going to rebuild and coming out again, because that's the only way to reform it. Is when you see people playing, like most of the gamers in Web3 are not gamers that would say, "Oh, I'm gonna jump on a games just for fun." Everyone expecting one thing: monetary returns, and then no one want to spend money as well. So they want all this company that you pay me for playing, but I'm not giving anything back to you.
Correct.
And that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
It's doesn't exist that nothing. It can be like that. It always gonna be someone need to lose it. Either you do like you put your money, I'll put my money, and I'll take all. But that's like gambling, poker or blackjack. If you go in a casino, that's what's happening. You everyone put the money, one winner get the money, but all the others gonna lose, and the person always win is the casino. That's the one who get more money in. So end of the game, none of the gamers would get anything. Whereas it's the company they need to get more money to keep the game running. Because if the development don't get paid, they don't work.
I think
I think
the Gamblefy developer
So, yeah, I
in
think
our
prediction for next week. On Friday, LOL games, LOL, whatever, LOL Land gonna launch. We're gonna have like everyone see how excited about the game. 2 weeks later, the game's gonna be gone in the forgotten land, in the Nono land. Off the grid, probably gonna launch some statement again, because I think when everyone is not talking really well of a game, they need to chin up and say something. So they will say some statement about either they working on something new or either like they're gonna launch something just to re-hype everyone. The gaming magazine things, I don't know where it's gone, that one, where what's happening with that again, when we're talking about that every week at the moment. But I want to mention OG magazine, because I was on a timeline, and this week they were my main source of news. They are very on the top. Them OG magazine. I want to say this is not a paid sponsor. It's legit shilling about these people. OG magazine from the Catalyst team, and they really making an effort to giving news on X, where I was reading about them. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, let me hop on a
Keep going.
soapbox real quick. OG Mag, shout out Damien, shout out Mizzy, shout out
I love
Sir
on the
Sapien.
left
You're good.
the woman from Mike from Sinjin
Right.
collection.
The Meiji collection. Shout out to the team at Catalyst for doing a great OG magazine for
Mike.
for staying on top of all the news, for doing really good shit. I don't know how, Damien, I don't know how you react to the news so quickly. I don't know what AI Mizzy built for you that is on top of that shit, and I don't know how Sir Sapien factors into that, but I know you guys are fucking dope as shit. And yeah, props to you guys. Listen, like I always say, listen, I see you, we see you, you guys doing consistent good work out there. I appreciate you. Thank you, Halfblood, for joining the chat. Appreciate you. I know when Dimo was talking about gamble and the casino always wins, you were very happy about that. Keep on preaching, Dimo. Yes. Project O, I know you're the trading card guy, Halfblood, so I'll let you make your predictions about that. I think I thought I remember bringing it up to you one time, and you were like, "Nah, it's not going to do anything." But all right, okay, I'll if you say so, Halfblood. Yeah, appreciate you. We thanks Catalyst, thanks OG Mag, thanks Halfblood, thanks Phasia, thanks Northbound, thanks Untouchables, thanks all the people for putting up with us as we figure out technical difficulties and what the fuck we're doing in Web3 gaming and content. yeah, my mic is not going to work for the rest of this show, but I am going to fix it next time, and we're going to do a little bit better next time. So everything's going to be fine. It's all good. It's fine. It's great. Now that my microphone is probably not going to work, I'll let Dimo take it away from here. It's all you, Dimo.
Thank you, thank you. And yeah, next prediction is Vic microphone gonna work next week. Hopefully. Maybe we know with a red light. Maybe we're gonna put a green light. And we're gonna play like Squid Game. Red light, green light, and see what's happening. Yeah, big shout to everyone tuning in today or during the next days during the week and going on YouTube and then clicking that subscribe and liking and helping us to spread the voice of the shit show. Is maybe many projects need to hear more shit than good things sometimes. Maybe they wake them up, a couple of slaps on the face, they're gonna say, oh fuck, not everyone talking good about us. Maybe something we need to prepare here. We need to make them two guys talking good about us. They need to stop talking about shit about us. And whatnot. We're not gonna stop until this happen. If your games is not gonna make it, it's not gonna make it. If your games is good and is gonna make it, we're not gonna talk about shit about it. We're gonna talk good things about it. And this is the life. This is me and Vic. This is the Shit Talk Show. See you next episode. Cheers.
Deuces. See you guys.